Guys, it is January the, oops, I'm standing in some mud and muck. January the 12th, and guess what? Yeah, it's January the 12th, checking my watch, yeah. Come on in, guys. And here comes Apollo. Look at you, buddy. I didn't expect that, but that time he was perfect. Be careful, it's slick right there. Anyway, winter came back to Kansas last night, as you can see. We got about 1.5 inches. Turn around, Ava. Turn around and go. Ava, turn around and go the other end. Thank you. About 1.5 inches of snow. It doesn't show that much in some places because of the Kansas wind. But what this conversation is about with you today is, look, every single one of our horses, only the 3 that you saw are blanketed. Only 3, and that's because while we're preparing to build a shelter for them, in order to keep Apollo safe, he is in a place where he doesn't have any overhead shelter. He has windbreak, but no overhead shelter. So we blanket them anytime there's gonna be any cold in the air. But everybody else is without a blanket. Every single horse here, unblanketed. Wintertime came, snow in the tails, and look, not one horse is showing us any sign of discomfort. What would we look for? We would look mostly for trembling or shaking. And there isn't a horse here that says, I am uncomfortable with Kansas winds blowing, feels like about 15 to 20 miles an hour right now, with gusts higher than that. I am not uncomfortable after having been outside all night long when it was down in the teens and the snow was falling. Rain first, then snow, and that's always more problematic from my point of view. I had plenty of hay out for them and shelter from the northwest wind, and every single horse is just fine. They came in with enthusiasm. Nobody fighting anyone, which is oftentimes a little bit of an indicator that they're uncomfortable, as they're just kind of grumpy. No grumpiness at all. You can see the snow on their blankets, but their hair coat and their internal combustion of eating hay keeps them warm and protected. And again, I don't need to walk around too far for too long to prove that horses are by design very successful being out in what a lot of people call the elements, as long as they have a way to break the wind. So yeah, I'm going to stand pretty firm on my belief that horses do much better when they're allowed to be out. They have access to shelter if they choose it, but our horses for the most part don't, no matter how bad it is. They have plenty of hay, they have the ability to move, and they have friends. Freedom of movement, free choice, forage, and friends. Don't need much more.